Hi guys, so today we're going to try out Spellbinders' new card kit for March of 2022. It is called Have a Springy Day, and I already did a whole unboxing of it, so I will link that video in the description box because today we're just going to play with the contents here. And these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. Sorry, what I'm just moving over is the other items from like the total package. So I already opened this up and we kind of went through all the different bits. And again, you know, it's the club kit. I do get questions about when someone can just buy it without joining the club, things like that. And usually that's months down the road, and usually it's at a higher price. And unless it's like, you know, a year from now, then that's a whole different story. But generally when it first comes out as a club kit, that's, you know, when you would want to pick it up, because that's the, you know, it's more timely than the better price until way down the road. And you also get 10% off your, off the site as you're a club member. But being a club member doesn't mean that you have to stick with it. Like if, you know, I was asked a lot about the large die this month, and if you want to just, you know, pick that up, you sign up for it basically. It's just like placing an order. And then you can cancel it in a couple days, you know, after it's shipped or whatever, and not worry about it for the next month, or just leave it. And, you know, next month before the period ends, you can just cancel it if you want to cancel it then. However you want to work that, but that's how that works. It's not a commitment where it's like, oh, once you signed up, you have to take 3 months of it or 6 months of it. No, you can just cancel or, you know, change it up if you want to change it to another club. You can do that pretty much right away. So just something to think about, because I do get that question often. So when I went through this, of course, our little characters, we are going to make our little characters today. That's what we're focusing on here with these little cuties. So the little bunny, the little lamb, similar pieces that you're going to use, but you're going to use different options, right, for the ears and like his little tuft of hair there, which is so cute. Oh, I was like, what is on the back of this? It's the dimensional adhesive. And so super easy, and you know, as you're looking at this, you might think, what is going on here? You're gonna cut the little face with the face dye, and then to back it up, you can put like little pieces of color there. You know, if you want to run it through again, let me show you the die. And let's say you're going to keep it flat anyway or something like that, and you want to just piece pieces in, then I would just run this back through with like some black paper, some pink paper, some red paper, and then, you know, pop in those little areas like paper piecing if you're going to keep it flat. But if it's something you have dimensional, they're saying just to glue, you know, areas of black paper behind here, areas of like red or pink paper, and then a little pink one behind their nose. However you want to work that. But we'll get to that when we actually go to create them. So these are our dies for this month. And there's the different pieces, a little tuft of hair. Again, this is so sweet. The little word hello with a little kind of like vine under it, but it's a stem, I guess. And then we have a little flower that you can pop on there, little bows to dress up our characters. Super cute. And then again, these are other earpieces. I think this is for the lammy part. We'll see. So what I'm going to do is bring out a card base or two. I'm not sure how many cards we're making today. And grab some papers. So of course, in the kit, we have all these beautiful things and fun things we can work with. The papers, of course, and our die cut pieces and all that. We have the paper here that we can cut our characters and everything else with. So let me fan this out as best I can. And I know sometimes people will rather take little scraps from their, you know, scrap pile or however, to make small characters. And that's great. So we have this high quality paper. If you want to save that for backgrounds or do something else with, definitely do that. But today I'll be using it for my little character. So let me grab the colors I need and I'll be right back. Go ahead and make both characters. And so on both of them, we're going to start with this piece. So I'm going to cut 2 of these out of white paper. And if you want to use like gray or like a little other color, you know, for a little rabbit or your sheep, that'd be really sweet. So I'm going to cut out 2 of these. And these guys are set up in a way that these are the pieces that are going to be white or whatever your animal color is. And these are the accent pieces, like this little pink in the ear and stuff. So pretty cool. So I'm going to have to run this through a couple times. As you can see, it cuts, you know, for this guy, we need the longer piece. And then we need this little short kind of half piece. So that's already 1 time for that guy. And then for this guy, we need 2 of this little kind of oval shape. So I'll run it through twice. A second time just to get this other piece right after I run it through once. I'll have the 3 pieces that I need, plus I need 1 more of this little guy. And then these guys, of course, cut all the white pieces. So the rabbit, his ears are right there. And I believe, yeah, and this is the other part where it curves over. I don't know if you can see that there. The ear goes up and then it curves down, so it's 2 pieces. And then this is for the little lamb, or yeah, I guess. Did I call him a sheep before? Maybe. We need 2 of this one, so I'll run it through once and then another time with just some paper in this area. And then we'll go from there. So right now I'm just going to cut those base pieces. Oh, and his little white tuft for our little lammy. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have different pieces here. Again, this is, let's say, lamb pieces. And these are bunny pieces. And I'm going to stick together the smaller items just so that, you know, I don't misplace them in the meantime. So I'm just going to place a little glue here, and I'm just putting it on there as opposed to on the smaller piece. And I'm just going to glue these guys together. And these pretty much look symmetrical, so there's no like up or down or anything on that. Let me get a little bit closer. And I'll put this to the side for a little bit. Okay, so we have that. We're going to work with the face in just a minute here. And let's get these pieces for the bunny ears. And this one might have, you can bring it all the way down to the base, I suppose, if you want. Right? So, I'm going to put a little glue on the back of this. Get that down. It doesn't have to go all the way down to the base. I'm kind of leaving a little bit of area at the underneath just because it looks like it kind of nestles in a little better that way. And then this guy, let's see what this guy would look like. Yeah, just right about there. Just kind of following that curve. I'm going to put a little glue on here. And we'll pop that on there. Sorry, I'm going to pick it up. And I'm just kind of paying attention to this curve here where it fits the best. And that's there. Now, when you put this little earpiece down, you can just glue it right down like that, or if you want to pop it up a little bit, you know, just depending on if you want a little dimension. But for now, I'm just going to put some glue on the very edge here, and put this right on there. Cute. Maybe, let me pick this up. I'm going to go right up to the edge and maybe bounce it out just a little bit. You know, so it has a little something over here, and that's what it kind of looks like on the back. So we're just catching that edge. Okay, and then we'll stick these guys on here, of course. So for this part, I'm just going to do the same thing for both faces. I'm going to turn it over, and I do have a little scrap of black paper, so I'd rather use this than, you know, cut up some of the other black paper. Did I cut that one long enough? Oh my gosh. I totally eyeballed that, and I'm like right on the edge. Do you see that? Okay, so I'm going to put a little glue here, here, maybe here, just to hold this piece of paper down. And actually it might be better if I go this way. It's a little bit longer there. And I'm just covering up that area where the eyes are, so we can turn it over in just a second and see how well we did. There it is. And just took a whole piece that went straight across. And then I have, from the piece I just cut of the ears, I have this little piece left, and that might help us out. I think I'm going to do the nose, this lighter pink. And I just need like the smallest amount of paper. That might even be a little too much, but that's okay. And I'm going to do the lamb the same way. So on the back here, I'm just going to pop this on here. And I'm putting the glue kind of around the area. Obviously, you can't put it in the area because it's a hole, so it wouldn't work. But there's his little nose. Again, if you want to stick this down completely on your project and paper piece back in, little black pieces, little nose, little cheeks, you can definitely do that. And, you know, I'm just going to get out of my scrap pile another little piece of, like, dark pink paper. If I can find one right quick. This one would be good. Sorry, just trying to... And I will place it just little amounts. And you can do the whole piece of paper, it just goes across if you want everything the same color pink. I'm just eyeballing this again. And I'll do the same thing with the other face. Popping that in there. Okay, and on this side too. And I'll do the same with the other little guy. So I'll turn that over so you can see what that looks like. Look how sweet. I'll be right back. Before we dress our little guys up, because we have little bows and other things that we have here, the little flower, I did grab some of the 2 card bases, so I'll probably try and make 2 cards. And I just grabbed some paper from the paper pack here. I cut them down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. If you don't like working in eighths, you can do 4 by 5 1/4, or just mat the whole thing 4 1/4, 5 1/2, whatever is that your preference is. And so in this one I cut this little purple paper, and this one I did the little blue gingham. So I'm just going to glue those down, and then we're going to build off of that. Guys, I'm gonna go through and I'm looking through the die cuts, and I just brought them all out so we can just kind of go through them. And you know, with this kind of thing, I like to do something like the same flowers here and here, and maybe I'll put like our little bunny in there. You know, we haven't built them up yet, but let's just pretend. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a moment to kind of see what it is that I would like to do. Maybe have a little sentiment. Of course, we have stamps that we can stamp a sentiment with. We have the gold lettering. I mean, there's just, you know, aw, maybe they bring a new adventure. Hey, baby, love lives in the little things. You know, whatever it is that we want to pop on there, we can definitely stamp and all that. So I'm just going to play a little bit, and then we have these guys. And, aw, so cute. Do small things with great love. Love that. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and see what it is that I would like to do, maybe with our little characters with some little die cut pieces, and I'll be right back. Okay, so something like this. They're both similar in kind of the design that I was looking at, but I'm going to put these to the side real quick, and we'll look at this one. And I do like what these are, so I'm going to probably just go ahead and glue those down. And then we're going to glue our little character together. That. And then again, a little character will be like in here somewhere with the little flowers. Maybe bring this down a little bit more. Something like that. So sweet. And then we'll just put our little character together. I'm just going to put some glue on the back here. And I'll just kind of see where the little ears are. So cute. So I'm going to hold that till it sets up, and I'll be right back. Okay, and let me put this to the side. So I'm just going to stamp on my card before we build up too much, because that way it's nice and flat. So before I really stick this little guy down, I'm just going to bring this over here. And I'm just going to use a little washi, because since it's a whole card and it's a little bit thick, I don't want it to move in case I have to stamp again. And I'm going to take Love Lives in the Little Things. So cute. And place that probably right there. I'm just kind of eyeballing that, and then I'll let my grid kind of help me know if I did that straight at all. Looks pretty good. Okay. I'm just going to use some VersaFine ink. So cute. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and I'll be right back. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do here. I grabbed one other little item from our set since I added Love Lives in the Little Things, and I like the way that that little blue heart coordinates back to what we have going on, so I'll tuck that in there. I'm just going to take some of the dimensional adhesive and pop them on the back of our bunny. So I'll take a minute to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay. So let me just glue down our heart. And we'll add our little bunny here. Oh. And, you know, like I said, there's like a little flower you can add, a little bow if you want to do all that. I'm just going to put him on there and see kind of where we're at before I really push it down. And I'm doing it in a straight way if you want to do a little jaunty angle, which is always fun. So there's one simple card with our die cuts and some cute little things popped here and there. And I'll probably finish off both cards with some of the sequins from the kit. So that would just be, you know, adding a little glue here and there and just popping on some of the sequins. Super sweet. Let me bring the other card over, and before I do that, I'm going to take the little bow and run it through the purple paper that's in our card kit. So that's aside. Let's put our little character together, and then we'll pull these together here. If you want some dimension, you can definitely pop this little hair piece up. I'm just going to pop it on there. And then on the back, I'm just going to put a little glue, and we'll see where we want our little ears oriented. And of course, you have the images there on the little sheet to help you out with that. Oh my goodness. So sweet. And then I have that little bow I just cut out. And I went ahead with purple because I have that purple background. I thought that'd be really fun. So we're just popping that on there. So proud with her little bow. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, and just as we did before, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. These are two different sprays. I don't know if you can tell. This one has, it's a little bigger, a little rounder. This one has stronger colors in it with that kind of straight look, where this one's a little more puffy here. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of her, and I'll be right back. Okey-doke. And I just put a few little dimensionals on the back there. And I'm going to pop her on here, just so sweet. And let's see. I moved over a little bit more this way. Okay, and then as far as these dimensional stickers, what I like is that when you pop them out, you can kind of try them out and see what you want, you know. And I think I want to use this little lovely up in the corner. So cute. And again, I'll finish this one off also with some of the little sequins here and there. So hopefully that give you an idea of how to quickly and easily put our little characters together. So sweet. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have some images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And since today is already past the 5th, if you're a current club member and you know you want to add something, you can definitely do that. You can't change it up now as far as going back in time, right? So you can add things, and then if you want to be a new club member, you have until, I believe, the last week of the month is blacked out. So basically the first three or so weeks of the month, you can still sign up for this particular kit. Okay. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.